Thank you guys for coming. I mean, it's not the full, right? It's not full audience, but it's really value for me that you come right here today, and I'm gonna give you as much value as I could. So let's start. Um, who am I and why you should listen me today? I'm actually like 15 years in development, and we made Flash games back then. And right now we're working on Steam and consoles games, but our team was always small, like less than 10 people. And that is one of the factors I'm gonna highlight today. The energy. Actually, it's not something. It's not something really different from our life and from our self, because energy is everywhere around us, right? Everything around consists of energy, of electrons, protons, and something. If you think about it, there is no material stuff, there is only energetic stuff. And all of us consist of energy. And why should we feel the lack of energy? It's ridiculous. Let's talk a bit about the energy levels. I like this model actually. And if you think about the battery of our brain and ourself, where 0 is death and like 100% is unachievable, I don't know, level of I don't know, of Buddha, of some extra people. And swallowing and breathing will be like 5%, eating something will be about 10, 15 will be survival, and you can barely, walking, and it's a level of, I don't know, depression and burnout. And 30% is actually the level of most teams are working right now if they're using predictable patterns of behavior. And it's ridiculous, right? It's just 30%. It's not even close to the half, but that is the level a lot of guys right now, even in IT, are working. Maybe in game dev the situation is better because it's more about passion, but it's easier to burn out actually because yeah, you trying to do your best, and yeah, and it can end up bad. So 45%, you are ready for change, because if you want to change a little bit, it will take more of energy of you. So you need something to get ready to change. And if you want someone else to change and be agent of change, you need even more. And we're not talking about like higher levels. So if you are a leader of the team, you usually need like 10 or 15% more than your team, because you need to, you need to bring these changes. You need to show them something that they can see actually. And I will show you a small trick, what I'm using, how to get more energy. Because the good thing here is actually if you are on the level of 30%, it's quite easy to get plus 10 or plus 15%. It's achievable, absolutely. And one of them is result authorization protocol. If you know about dopamine and serotonin, it's our neurotransmitters and neuromediators. And dopamine is actually really achievable for us nowadays. I mean, social media and games actually. And serotonin is something we are not using. It's more tricky because it's about getting joy of what you have right now. It's not about something that's going to be later. It's about dopamine. And then you are thinking about making something in the future. You already getting energy. I mean, energy of dopamine. And if you want, then you get there. Then they achieve something. you're already, the graphics of brain activity is quite on the same level. No extra energy. And how to tell your brain, like, I'm doing good. I'm actually deserve something, then I achieve something. Here comes serotonin. It's pretty easy, but it works, trust me. So first of all, you need to describe the situation, how it was in the beginning, like it was like that. And after that, using formula like I, not we, not our team, not our organization, it's different. I, I did that, 1, 2, 3, something. I wrote the email, I made a call, I completed the bug, I don't know. And after that, what result I've got, right? What changed? I solved the issue, I helped people something. And the fourth one is really tricky because it's intimate. You don't need to tell everybody about your inner motivation. What I want in this life. I want appreciation, I want, I don't know, more security, or I want to be successful or popular or something. And it should be and it will be really intimate, but you need to fairly say yourself how this result helps you to get to this intimate motivation. Like how it helps me to get there I want. And bam, you get serotonin after that. If you're doing these 4 steps formally, like 40 seconds after each goal achieved during the day, you get a higher energy level. And next time you're gonna ask your brain about some more energy, it will actually give it to you. Because, yeah, you did well last time, did something interesting right now. Because, yeah, it was fun and it was pleasant for us. Okay, the team. We're in game development, and if we're not talking about solo developers, we're making games as teams, and it's crucial to, to work as a good teams. And good teams are always about synergy. Something went wrong. Okay, can we turn it on? Oh, okay. Okay, team synergy. I like this saying. Like good team and synergy is not about me or you, it's about us, it's about our vision, our way, our creation. And good synergetic teams are always like 1 + 1 = 3. Together we are more than just, group of us separately. And one of the things I actually feel and see right now is that a lot of teams are getting older, and a lot of us, yeah, it's true. It's true. Then we have started like 10 years ago. All of us were passionate Flash developers, I don't know, and a lot of us were students or postgraduates, and we were, really energetic. But right now, a lot of my friends are leading teams with middle age of 30, 35, 40 maybe years. And it's natural that energy level goes low. It's life, actually. there is no secrets here. And I think there is one really good solution for this problem, so to say. You need to hire young people. It's obvious, right? It's how life works, actually. Some older, wise people getting younger people, and there is transaction, there is change of their wisdom and experience and professionalism, and you're getting enthusiasm, you're getting sparkling eyes, you're getting energy, you're getting motivation and fresh ideas, because young people are, they're genuine holders or participants of new culture. It's about new means of playing games. It's about new mediums. It's about new ways to communicate to each other. And it can be easily achieved from outside. You just can take someone and ask them about, well, how to communicate to younger audience. And it should be like this to me. Like, it's always an interesting for both generations, right? For boomers and zoomers to communicate about different things. You're like, you're sharing something and you're getting something. And one of the bonuses here, that if your team is kinda burned out and you're getting these batteries of young people here, you don't need to pay extra money, right? You just paying for everyone what what you should, but extra value for the team is crucial because they're starting communicating, they're starting to be interested for each other, they're starting to want to go to the job, because if they're working together, like our team was working together for 10 years, and you know each other's hell good. You don't have anything. It's like an old rock group. Everyone knows everything about you know about others, and you are getting one new people in this system, and it started. All stories starting to be fresh again. You want to share them because there are fresh eyes and fresh perception here. Yeah, it works. Okay, the community. It is one of the. It is one more source of energy because for our games, we are making it for people to enjoy it, and actually we have quite active community. And it was really nice solution for us in terms of business because we have UGC, we have workshop, we have levels created by users, and we ourselves made like 120 levels, and look here, it's like thousands of levels made by our players, and it's always about energy as well. It's a communication. It's the sharing of energy of players. You are just opening the workshop in the morning and you find out some ridiculous ways to use your game and your level editor. And it's really nice source of energy. And what else we're doing? We're sending physical collectible cards to them, like making a contest every week. And we're sending some postcards for the Christmas. It was nice. We just sent like half of the several hundreds, I guess, postcards, some custom postcards to our players, to most active ones. And I've used my personal address, and I get dozens of postcards sent back to me. There's a lot of interesting stories about how our game helped people to go through pandemics and supports them right now. So yeah, it's sharing of energy as well with your players who are working in the game industry, and well, it's always about passion. It's always about joy. Why not to use it to motivate yourself? Okay, and I like this slide actually because that is something we can forget about. Then we're making, then we're following some formal processes, and we're thinking a lot about business and about task trackings and milestones and some formal stuff. Come on, why we're here? Why we're not working in the bank or in somewhere else? Because maybe one day we were kids and we were dreaming of playing games, and we were enjoying playing games and wondering and exploring it, and was thinking that, well, one day I will develop myself, and here you go, you're a developer. Don't forget about your inner child, because he's waiting for you, to play a bit, to wander a bit, to explore, and to have fun, not just make some obligations and too much paperwork. Yeah, and a little bit of motivation, because if we're finding some energy of, some internal source of energy, don't forget about the purpose, the dream, the purpose actually, why we want here. We don't want to stop. It's really important to keep your goals high, to go from one step to another, not to make anything that you really know how to do. And yeah, it's safe. I can understand it. It's really understandable and clear. But if you're making your goals higher and higher and higher, you're getting actually more energy out of out of daring, out of achieving some new goals. After making, some single player, maybe you may think of multiplayer, maybe you may think of level editor, maybe you was always dreaming of, I don't know, some new genres or some technical, I don't know, challenges. And it's always here. It's always something to expand. Yeah, and we're quite close to the end. I like this saying of Robin Sharma, the author of several motivational books. Someone can say that it's a bit, simple, but it works. Like serotonin, it works. Let's not forget why we're here, and act and have, integrity and courage to act according to it. So yeah, love your project, love your team, and love your players, and you will always be, there will always be plenty of energy in your team and inside yourself as well. So yeah, thank you very much. That's it. That's everything I want to say.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Lyosha. Do maybe you have any questions about the presentation? Okay, we have one. Two.
Yeah, guys.
In a minute.
Testing? Yeah. Alexei, that was a great speech. Thank you for that. You really underlined a lot of hugely underestimated things that actually affects the game development process, while not speaking about the technical stuff and all those things. Also, you mentioned that you are already working for several years with lots of great people in a kind of great band where everyone understands each one. So what is your trust horizon for newcomers when you're trying to seek a fresh blood for your company? On which risks are you going while bringing the new people on board of your great sailing boat?
I can tell you our story, actually. There is no protocol here. We've got a new community manager, and while we're making games about trains mainly, he was a fan of OpenTDD, like a big fan of serious train games. And the magic here was his questions, like why we're making games like this, and why this, and why that, and we're like, I don't know why. we never thought about it like this. We never asked ourselves these questions. And it was huge, use and huge value out of these questions, because after the brainstorm, they find out the really nice solutions of these problems. This fresh view was the most valuable thing we get out of simple community manager. And that was because of his passion, his energy, and his fresh look. Okay.
Maybe a small, quick question. Were there any technical precedents that you can speak about? So community manager more on the inspirational side and the side of communication with players themselves, but speaking more about the technical guys that you maybe required at some point.
Yeah, on a new project, last year we have one more technical guy in the team. He's a programmer, and there is several programmers, and there is always this process of sharing as well. Of well, our CTO now knows well how to work with everything in full tech stack. He knows about shaders, about multiplayer, and he knows Unity. He knows backend and so on and so on. And but still, our new technical guys like to go deeper in questions, and it's really nice collaboration, of broad view and really deep digging into some certain issues. It always works well to get fresh people in the team. It was one of the best things happened to our team last year. We had like 4 people to 6 people, and it really changed the processes. And right now it's much more energetic, fresh, and productive.
Thank you very much. Great speech.
All right, we have one more question. Yeah?
Thank you so much for your speech. I have one question about the energy. What if you have a situation when you have a guy, or probably you are this guy, who are fully motivated, but his or her team is demotivating this guy because they don't have enough energy, as well as it's probably possible or it's needed for the a super energy guy. And sometimes it's really a tricky situation, how to find this balance between not super energy guys and the most energized guys.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, then I told about 10 or 15% difference between the team and the guy. It's not just minimum; it's maximum as well. Because if the leader is super energetic and the team is 30-35% and he's 70%, there will be misunderstanding. And the result will be that one case leader will be burned out of not out of stress, but out of boring, and he will go to 50, and they start to understand each other, or otherwise he will find a way to bring some new energy to the team to get to, I don't know, agile out of waterfall, or motivate them somehow, bring some new processes, make some, I don't know, team buildings, or new source of motivation, new guys in the team, so on. And they will grow up to 40, 45, and the balance will set this way.
Yeah, understandable. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Lyosha, as well.
Thank you guys, thanks for coming.